The woman who moans when she laughs.
Okay, Rebecca. So here's your desk, and here is your headset. How are you feeling? Are you ready to give this a shot?
Yeah, okay, sure. So, I just push this button, and the customer will come through, and... Sorry, what happens after that?
You try to get their money. That's your number one goal here, okay? I mean, your paycheck depends on it, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I get you.
Okay, well, let's just jump right in. Go ahead and push that button. I'll be right here to help you out if you need me.
Okay. Hello. Thank you for calling QVC. What product are you calling about today?
Hi, I want to buy the urn I just saw on my TV.
Ah, yes. No problem. Okay, yes, I see you're calling from Omaha, Nebraska. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's me.
Okay, great. I believe I know which urns you're referring to, then. Which color were you interested in?
Well, my brother was a fan of Dragon Ball Z, so I'd like the one that looks like Vegeta's hair.
Oh, my. This is for your brother? I'm so sorry for your loss.
Stick to the script, Rebecca.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes. Oh, okay, Vegeta's here. Okay, that's the orange one, correct?
You got it, sexy lady.
Oh, okay. One orange urn coming up.
Sorry, sir, just one moment. Please hold. Rebecca, what is happening?
Nothing at all. I swear I can do this.
Fine, but get it together. Immediately.
Okay, I'm back, sir. Thank you for holding. Is there anything else you need?
Well, on second thought, I better get 2 urns. He was a big guy. There's a lot of ashes to account for.
Oh, golly. Okay. Oh, 2 urns. Oh, coming up. He's gonna love these.
Ooh, yeah. Tell me more.
I mean, you know what I mean. Like, if he were here, he is here, you know, like an spirit, you know?
Yeah, keep going.
Okay, thank you, sir. We'll call you back very shortly to get your shipping information sorted out. Rebecca, what the hell?
I'm sorry. Oh.
The woman who moans when she laughs.
You're listening to the Weekly Quarterly Report, the podcast where we report everything that has happened this past week in this current quarter. I'm Sonny Walls.
And I'm Seif Drywater. The Museum of Broadway Theater added Arthur Miller's jockstrap to their new Delicates exhibit. Other notable items include Mae West's Laundry Day bra and Eugene O'Neill's crusty procreation sock.
In an effort to combat what psychologists are calling everyday catfishing, social media apps will be integrating a new AI feature that tells users the truth behind every post. Examples include, this family Christmas photo shoot took 8 hours to capture and my kids actually hate me. Or, I'm sending this racist tweet while taking a shit and below my phone is my tiny penis.
All this and more after the break. Do you ever feel like you want to move and start over?
Yes.
But you want to do it without bringing your family along?
Exactly.
Well, here at Fake It Till You Wake It, we're here to help. We've been helping people fake their deaths since 33 AD.
Wow.
If that's not enough, hear from some of our famous clients.
This is your boy Tupac, out here in Cuba, California dreaming. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much.
Oh my gosh, how do I sign up?
With only 36 payments of $9.99, you can have a new name and a new city with a new family.
Screw starting a new family. I want to get fucked up with Tupac and Elvis.
Fake it till you wake it. The cops won't solve the case because you'll be gone without a trace.
Welcome, everybody. We are Ghost Finders, the only ghost hunting podcast on the internet. Again, no video. We're saving up for a camera. This is our lucky night. I think we're going to finally see a ghost.
Yeah, I just feel like, it's sort of like it's very, people are listening to it, not seeing it, but whatever happens, happens.
What's the problem with that?
Well, it's just going to be tough, you know? I mean, we're seeing it, but they're not. It's going to be hard to
You
translate
don't think people are
that.
going to like this show? We're the only ones doing this, dude.
You know that's not what I'm saying, okay, bro? It's funny because you have to use your imagination, and sometimes our imaginations run a little wild, don't they?
How would you describe this house? I'd say very creepy.
I mean, creepy and creaky. You see, it's funny because I was going to say creaky, and then you said creepy, so it's
They're
kind of
almost
like...
the same word, yeah.
They're really the same thing.
Very old and dusty. Oh, yeah. So the ghost here is a guy by the name of Henry. He was an old oil baron and a bit of a playboy. He died doing what he loved, which was, I guess, baroning oil.
Yeah.
Died in this house, though, so a lot of people have seen his ghost. He's supposed to be very active, especially on the second floor, which, again, looks very creepy. Wish we could show you. All right, hey, Phil, why don't you take this little piece of equipment here, the ghost box. Why don't you take it into Henry's old bedroom here, just to your right?
Sure.
And then why don't you tell the good people of the podcast what you're seeing? What are you seeing in there, Phil?
Yeah, totally. So right now I'm just standing like in the middle of the room, and the floors are wooden because it's an old house.
Great,
and I've read that all the older houses have wood floors.
Yeah, a lot of, okay.
Okay, so
Can you give me some more details, like, you know, how big is the room? What's the furniture looking like?
Easy. Yeah, I'm just turning to my right here, and what I'm looking at is a corner. I've got a corner right here. I'm going to turn over this way. I'm looking at another corner. Now, if I turn around completely, I'll tell you this right now, I'm looking at another corner. If I just tilt my head a little bit to the right, guess what? Yeah, it's another corner.
Dude, okay, well, tell me more about the feeling in the room. Like, do you feel an energy? Do you feel like a coldness? Any cold spots?
You know, I really have to go to the bathroom. My bladder's kind of full.
I told you to go before we left.
I know, but it's a ghostly sort of thing, you know? What I'm feeling right now is sort of like a ghostly peepee feeling.
Okay, I'm coming in. I'm coming in right now.
No, you don't have to. I'm just saying.
I'm walking in.
I'd really prefer you didn't do that.
Okay, Phil, question.
Oh, here we go.
These are shag carpets, dude. Like, what were you seeing? You said wooden floors. You said everything was wood.
Well, see, when I'm wearing my special shoes, everything kind of feels like a creaky wooden floor to me. So
no, this literally, it looks like a 1970s interior design. There's a shag carpet. Yeah, there's lots of posters all over the walls of oil.
I don't see that.
What do you not see? It's right in front of you, dude.
Okay, fine. I saw it, but I didn't think it was important, okay?
Okay, and you also didn't mention the grand piano that's sitting dead center in the middle of the room with a candelabra. That is freaking creepy, dude.
Well, you know, it's just funny to me how you think these things are important, and I didn't think they were important. If I had thought they were important, I would have said something.
Also, the giant oil painting of Henry above where his bed used to be.
Okay. You know what? I'm starting to think you just have this obsession with oil or something, because it seems like every other word out of your mouth is oil. Okay,
no, dude, I'm talking about the history of this house, man. I'm talking about the history of the ghost we're trying to find. So I've heard tell that this piano sometimes plays by itself, and also the eyes of the portrait kind of follow you if you play a note. Phil, I think you should play a note on the piano.
All right. Okay, fine. Here I go. And you know I'm not good at this. You know that when I was a kid, I tried out for the piano team.
You just have to hit a note, dude.
Okay.
You don't have to play a piece.
All right, here I go. Ding! How's that? Do you like it? Is that okay? Was that a good note? Here, I'll do it again. Ding! Okay,
well, I'm not seeing the eyes move on the portrait, but it is a very out-of-tune piano, so that's very creepy. All right, guys, before I forget, you know, we are a podcast. We love support. We love to hear from our listeners. If you notice anything, if you notice any kind of evidence whatsoever, anything out of the ordinary, please let us know in the comments or directly message us. You know, just let us know what you're not seeing, but what you're hearing. You know, if you hear anything. What is that?
God, so stupid.
Phil,
okay, listen.
stop.
No, I'm just saying, how the hell are they going to do that if they can only hear it?
I don't know. They could hear the noise.
Oh, God. Okay, listen, how many times do I have to bring this up? Every time, and it's every freaking podcast, by the way, you do this. Nobody's going to be able to tell because they can only hear it. We don't have a camera. You get a camera, we'll talk about it, okay? But we don't have a camera.
Well, I know. We're saving up for a camera, and we're trying to grow a fan base. So, again, if you notice anything ghostly, let me know.
God.
Call the number in the description of our podcast. You know, send it to the P.O. box that we've not received any mail to yet, but, you know, it'd be great.
So dumb.
Phil, can you stop doing that in the mic?
What are you talking? I'm not even doing that. Okay, I'm doing it. Listen, I just feel like we can't have this conversation with our listeners until, and by the way, keyword listeners, underline it, embolden it, whatever you gotta do. It ain't watchers, it's listeners, okay? Do you know the difference?
What a loser. Okay, well, that wraps things up for Ghost Finders. Thanks again for listening. Again, we're working on getting a camera, so maybe you'll get to watch some evidence. But again, feel free to submit any pieces of evidence you think could be ghosts. We can't confirm any of this has been a ghost. Again, because it's audio, you just kind of have to trust what you heard, but feel free to text us, to DM us, to comment.
Yeah, and don't forget to send us your top 3 things.
Phil, can we not?
Hi, I'm Sonny Walls, and welcome to Ghost Host, the segment where we raise the dead and then raise some questions. Today, we have a very special guest indeed. I am fanning out a bit on this one. We get the honor of talking to a true hero, the one, the only, Albert Einstein. Mr. Einstein, welcome to the show.
Yeah, hello. Thank you for speaking with me today on your podcast. And please, call me Albert.
Oh my, why thank you, Albert. Alberto. Albie.
Just Albert, please.
Yes, of course. Albert. So, you were responsible for the theory of relativity. I have to admit, I don't actually know much about this theory. Could you tell me and our listeners more about it?
Yeah, this ignorance is common. I will show you the math here on this chalkboard to demonstrate my point. The theory of relativity, simply put, states that time and space are relative.
Oh, that's it. I'm sorry, that's just a really simple concept. Like, I'm pretty sure I've had that realization while getting high on whippets in my basement.
Yeah, exactly. Wunderbar. That's when I thought of it.
You're kidding.
Nah, never kid. I just am smarter than you and knew the math to back up my discoveries. Like how they say, you snooze on the whippets, you lose.
Yeah, I don't think they say that.
Okay.
I think maybe we need to end this one early. I don't think we did enough research on you before having you come here.
I did plenty of research. You are the sad one here.
Right, okay. Hey, Phil, can we cut? I guess you really shouldn't meet your heroes, huh?
Hey, wait a minute. I have more theories, you know?
Oh, okay. Are they, like, any less disappointing?
You are a very rude person, and yeah, actually they are.
Okay. Hold on, Phil. All right, Mr. Einstein, let's hear more of your theories.
I said you could call me Albert.
I'm not really feeling it anymore.
Okay, well, there is this one. It's called the theory of bacterial processing. That states, if 4 revolutions around the face of a clock pass by upon the commencement of a perishable good coming in contact with the ground, then that perishable good is no longer safe to consume for humans.
Mr. Einstein, I'm sorry, are you describing the 5-second rule?
9. 5 seconds is gross. That was the American theory. 4 seconds is the correct German theory.
I see. Okay, Phil, cut it.
Wait. I have another. This one is good, I promise. This is the theory of gaseous existence. It states that when excessive gaseous volume passes through the anal sphincter of an anonymous person, the first person who admits to it...
Mr. Einstein, are you saying whoever smelt it dealt it?
Oh, so you've heard of it?
Okay, thank you, Mr. Einstein. I think we've had enough from you.
Wait, no, please. I'm also a love guru. At the end of my time, when I laid down to die in my love shack, surrounded by 4 Jersey girls, I had my first divine revelation. It was the phrase, "It is better to have loved and lost than to never have loved at all."
All you drew on the chalkboard was a pair of boobs.
Aren't they wonderful? Math can't touch that kind of truth.
Okay. Also, you're just plagiarizing. That was a quote by Alfred Lord Tennyson.
Scheitzer! Dagnabbit! feed a cold, starve a fever. Thumb sucking causes buck teeth.
All right, now you're just saying wives' tales. Phil, get the ghost vacuum.
Night, no, night.
And that's all, folks. That's our time with the most disappointing hero there is. Next time, we'll use our ghost summoner machine to chat with Ayn Rand. And God, I hope she's not disappointing. Hey, at least she's a woman, so there is some hope.
Hey, great barbecue, Hal. You've really outdone yourself this year. Do you need help with anything?
Thanks, Ray. Actually, could you do me a favor and see if we have any more of the Crankshaft Lite left?
Sorry, man. I'm drinking the last one. These things are so good. They went like crazy.
Doesn't surprise me. It's the fastest selling adult beverage on the market right now. I was surprised the store wasn't sold out.
Man, what is it that makes a Crankshaft Lite so irresistible?
It's the meth.
What the fuck was that?
Oh, that's just God.
That's right, Ray. It's me, God. And I'm here to tell you that Crankshaft is the only alcohol brand that's infused with pure, unfiltered methamphetamine.
God is speaking to us. Why are you not freaking out right now?
I always talk to God when I've had a few crankshafts. It's not a big deal, dude. Stop being so paranoid.
Yeah, shut the fuck up, Ray. This is completely normal. No one is trying to get you or have you killed. But remember, no matter how hard you scratch, they'll never come out.
What will never come out?
The bugs, Ray. The bugs that live under your skin. Don't you feel them wriggling around? They're there forever now. Don't scratch. Don't do it, Ray.
I can't help it. They have to come out. They have to.
Only Crankshaft will stop the bugs, Ray. You have to drink more Crankshaft. But how will you choose? We have so many options, each one handcrafted by our own crank scientists.
My favorite is Crankshaft Surge. It's really car battery forward, with a nice acidic aftertaste.
I really like Crankshaft Crystal. It's the only beverage that'll even give God a buzz.
This can't be real. But if this is a hallucination, then what else is?
Although the original Crankshaft does have the hoppy goodness that my belly craves, and the brain static that my body can't live without. It's probably a tie if I'm being honest.
Aren't you listening? What if our perception of reality is wrong? What if we're just characters in a parody beer commercial written for a radio show?
You're kind of freaking me out, Ray.
Wait, if we're just characters in an ad, then what happens when the ad ends?
I think that means we won't exist anymore.
Well, you'd better not let this ad end unless you want to die.
Drink Crankshaft! Let us live! Drink Crankshaft! Let us live!
Mommy, why are those people screaming?
Honey, get behind me. They have something wrong with them.
Oh, why do they smell like that?
Veronica, be very quiet. We can't let them hear us. I knew we shouldn't have come down this street.
Please, kid, don't let me die.
See what you're missing out on? Try Crankshaft today and get a second one free. Only available at Whole Foods.
Thank you for tuning in to this week's edition of the Weekly Quarterly Report. Join us next week as we discover the ancestry of B-list celebrity Tommy Toledo on our new segment, Touching Your Roots.
And a local Proud Boys chapter hosts a Pride Night. Join in as we explore how a misunderstood flyer ultimately led to an evening of dancing and a surprising friendship.
This has been the Weekly Quarterly Report. I'm Seif Drywater.
And I'm Sonny Walls. Thanks for listening.
This episode of the Weekly Quarterly Report was written and performed by
Chris Canty,
Seif Drywater,
Joshua Gorton,
Alyssa Neece,
and
Tom Vinson,
with additional vocal performances by Haley Gillman and
Sonny Walls.
The WQR theme music was arranged by Josh Gorton. The Weekly Quarterly Report is executively produced by me, Seif Drywater, with additional production support by Alyssa Neece. Rate and review us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and wherever you find your podcasts. And check out our website at weeklyquarterlyreport.com. Again, that's weeklyquarterlyreport.com. Join us next Monday for next week's coverage of this past quarter.